The chamber was vast, its vaulted ceiling lost in shadow. Its walls were smooth marble, black as night and dotted with false constellations of glinting silver. The chamber's floor was formed from irregular flagstones of blue and purple crystal that interlocked in a chaotic tangle. Dark doorways studded the chamber's walls, seemingly at random, while huge statues loomed menacingly along its edges. Sinister and avian beneath the stone robes that swathed them, these towering figures clutched burning braziers from which unclean firelight spilled. At the foot of one of the strange statues, a figure stirred, a dwarden fire-slayer clad in a dirt-stained loincloth and little else. The dwarden's hair and beard were a deep fiery red, matching the crest that rose from his battered helm. With a groan, the fire-slayer opened his eyes. He breathed out slowly, muted sparks dancing upon his exhalation. Then he jerked suddenly, as though shocked. The dwarden pushed himself to his feet and cast around frantically. Spotting his axe and pick lying nearby, he snatched them up. Beyond the weapons was his pack, a threadbare satchel, clearly empty. He grasped it close all the same, clutching the meager thing to his chest as though it were precious gold. With his belongings secured, the fire-slayer closed his eyes, taking several deep breaths before opening them again. He dragged the fingers of one hand absently through his unkempt beard as he took in the statues, the crystalline floor, the distant ceiling hidden in shadow. Lastly, the dwarden inspected his own limbs and torso, eyes resting on the gold runes that glimmered dully in his flesh. No, he muttered to himself, the word coming out like the rustle of dead leaves. The dwarden coughed, more sparks billowing forth as he cleared his bone-dry throat. No, he rumbled again, voice louder now and tinged with something like anger or panic or both. This isn't. It's not. With a sudden cry, the fire-slayer swung his axe, and forge flame danced in its wake. He smote the base of the nearest statue, striking sparks and chips of stone from its taloned foot. With a hoarse roar, the dwarden struck again and again, momentarily lost in the act of violence. On the fourth swing, he stopped himself suddenly as he had started, eyes widening and head darting left and right like a hunted animal. Fool, he hissed. Witless fool, too much noise. The dwarden's fears seemed borne out just moments later as, from a nearby entrance to the chamber, there came a low growl. Something bestial moved in the gloom, and keen, bird-like eyes glinted in the darkness. With a muttered curse, the fire-slayer planted his feet and raised his axe in readiness. I was just reading an excerpt from Labyrinth of the Lost by Andy Clark for the accompaniment of Warhammer Quest Silver Tower. It's a novella that I would recommend picking up for fans of the game. Welcome back to the second playthrough of Warhammer Quest Silver Tower. This will be Trial 2 that we take on. And before we get started, I need to roll up a new hero. At the end of our last adventure, the dwarf battlesmith decided to either go off and seek their own fortune, or they vanished mysteriously. We're not sure, but they have left us, and a new warrior will take their place. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull 2 tokens out of the hero bag. I have a painted mini for proxy to use for that particular hero, so let's compare the two. I'm definitely drawn towards the Star Priest. Okay, so I went with Skink Star Priest as the replacement. So he's got a move of 4, a save up of 6. Pretty bad. 2 up agility, that's pretty good. Weapon actions, Star Stone Dagger, 1 up, combat, 4 up to hit, 1 damage, Serpent Staff, Missile, 3 up to hit, and D3 damage. Summon Starlight, 6 up, put a hero dice here until the end of the round. While it is there, subtract 1 from any attack rolls made by adversaries in the same chamber as the Skink Star Priest. Celestial Boon, each time you pass a save roll for the Skink Star Priest, remove D3 wound counters from his hero card. That's pretty unusual, pretty cool. Arcane and Celestial is renown bonuses each time you slay an enemy. Roll a dice. If you roll a 6, earn 1 additional renown. So I made sort of a tentative house rule that renown bonuses are limited to once per activation, but not in this case since it says specifically each time you slay an enemy. And then I also decided tentatively that any kind of bonus attacks have to be against the same target as the original attack. So each time I take an action, it involves selecting a target. If the target changes, I gotta use a new action. This is to limit the amount of crazy overpoweredness, especially looking at you, Lord of Plagues. So we are taking on the next trial of Kamon. I don't know how to say it. Kamon? Kamon. In this region of the Silver Tower, the champions' foes seemed especially well armed. They bore exquisitely ornamental blades and were weighted down with glittering armor and bags of riches. After battling through another wave of these gaudily attired enemies, the champions reached a perfectly spherical chamber whose walls were liquid steel. A single slender bridge of elaborately worked copper arced out into that echoing chamber. At its end was a rippling disk of gold, hovering in the air like a curtain dancing in the breeze. Here, it seemed, was a portal. Behind them, the champions heard another great host of enemies gathering to attack. Preferring the unknown to such heavily armed attackers, the champions fled along the copper bridge and plunged through the liquid gold beyond. So began their next great trial. I don't know if I mentioned this, but this flavor text stuff is written by the same author as the novella. Okay, so here is our new disparate band of adventurers, and none of them are painted. The group is choosing the newcomer to go first. Skink Star Priest is like, I have visions of the way. Well, you go first then. Not bad. We didn't get any doubles. Being that there's a new character, I'm giving them 50% renown head start to catch up, rather than just drawing a new skill for them since I don't know the character yet anyway. I think this will be easier for me. Didn't get a 6 here, but did get a 6 here. My foresight says I will put up this boon. So locking the 5. Put it in here, dice here in a round. While it is there, subtract 1 from any attack rolls made by adversaries in the same chamber. So he will explore. Crystal Junction. Our first T junction. So the exploration deck is going to split into 2. The light that pulsed from the crystal prisms was luridly bright, its touch somehow greasy and exhausting. Everything it lit blurred and shivered, shuddering in and out of focus amidst jarring stabs of migraine agony. Roll on encounter table C, subtract 1 from the result of any save rolls for the heroes in the chamber. That is going, the room attributes are always the ones that are the hardest for me to remember. And there's a portal right here. D6 Grot Scutlings. So another thing I'm doing is if I have to roll a DX amount of spawning enemies, I'm always going to have 50% be the minimum that spawn. So D6, that's 4 Grot Scutlings. Grot Scutlings, these wily and tribal Grot Scutlings are half arachnid beings whose poison and webbed traps are the bane of the unwary. He's got a missile. These guys have 2 vigor each. Oh, that's funny. There's no cost written in. So these are bootleg cards, and that sucks. All right, so there's actually quite a few errors on this one. I'm gonna have to go meticulously through every single one of these bootleg cards and watch a video unboxing of the hero cards and fix them all. So his renown thing was also wrong. So it's a little bit more thematic now, which is good. And this was a 4-up, which is what my guess was going to be. Continuing on, Zinch. Let's start off with a missile attack. We'll target, let's see, we can actually see this guy here. So Star Priest will shoot Serpent Staff. It's a 3 up to hit, and he got a 4, and it's D3 damage. And that was only a 1. 1. Now I wanted to use a second camera to get my dice rolls on screen, but it's just too many moving parts right now. So he's going to do Serpent Staff at this guy now, and it fails. And he will pull the 4 from the Destiny die. I'm just going to re-roll that one. 4. Okay, D3 damage. 3. Yay. This guy is out. And that's 1 renown for the Star Priest. Next, he's going to move into the room so that everyone can have his perk, share his perk 4 a little bit out of the way. He doesn't have the best save. He has the worst save, actually. Lord of Plagues. He's got the Wellspring from last game, unlocking the Destiny dice. Moving in, D3 movement. We'll try and get up close. 1, 2, 3. He can get adjacent to that guy. And Plague Ridden Greatblade is 4 up to hit this Scrot right here. Failed. And again, same target. Fail. 4. That's 2 damage on this guy. He's taken out, and Lord of Plagues gets a renown. He'll use the 1 from the Destiny pool, which locks the 5, and he'll move around to here. Actually, let's put him here, because if he hits, it's D2, or it's 2 damage. So he'll use the 2. So 1 up, right? Okay, so 4 up to hit this guy. He got it. That guy's out. 1 more renown for Lord of Plagues. Next is the Branch Witch. She's got lightning fast movement. 1, 2, 3. And Bitter Grubs and Mandibles, 2 up to hit this guy. She got it. So that Grot is taken out of action. The Branch Witch she is red. 1 renown. So these characters will go ahead and pass the remaining dice. And we're basically all just going to search for treasure. 4 up to find treasure. Everyone's lucky day. So starting with the Branch Witch. She finds Fey Drake root. Appropriate. This shriveled root can be prepared into a poultice with incredible healing power. Though it takes time to do so, you can discard this card in an end phase if there are no adversaries on the board. All heroes heal up to 1 grievous injury and 3 wounds. Holy man, holy mackerel. I don't think there is an end phase in this game. Basically, that means during a respite, because it's from Hammerhall. Okay, next is the Cogsmith. Treasure time. Motes of Abjuration. When scattered in the air, this silvery powder hangs for a short while, forming a mystical barrier. Discard this card at the beginning of the adversary phase to scatter this powder. When you do so, for the rest of the round, the hero cannot be targeted by missile or area attacks, and adversaries cannot move into empty spaces that are adjacent to that hero. Oh, interesting. Like a circle of protection. Lord of Plagues. Gem of Command. This purple gem pulses evilly as it seizes the minds of its victims, turning them into helpless puppets. You can use this card after a behavior roll has been made, but before it has been resolved. Choose an adversary from the group and attack another adversary with one of its weapons. The adversary you choose cannot do anything else this phase, then discard this card. We had a respite, so this flips over. That's why I put that X on there. Then it's moving to the Lord of Plagues and Destiny dice. 6s. So that's going to be an unexpected event. I kept forgetting to do that last game. Let's see. 33. There came from within the walls an ominous clicking and whirring, as of unseen mechanisms spinning maliciously in the dark. The champions wheeled and turned, trying in vain to determine the source of the terrible sound. Then, with a vicious hiss, the clockwork blades sprang forth. The room mark player puts 3 stun markers in front of them, representing 3 blades, then rolls a dice. If the result is less than their agility, they are struck by the blades and suffer a wound for each marker in front of them. Agility 6. Got a 5. For each marker in front of them. Wow. Otherwise, they dodge one of the blades and must roll again. So basically, he gets cut by all 3 blades. That's the Lord of Plagues taking 3 damage for a change. Too bad it wasn't the Branch Witch. That would have done her a favor. Lord of Plagues. Oh, first he gets to roll 3 for the Wellspring for each one of his wounds. If he rolls a 6, he gets to heal 1, but he didn't. What we'll do is first recuperate a wound, and then we'll use this 1 to recuperate another wound. That gets locked. Oops. And then this 2 we'll use to explore. A merry chase. Deep amidst scattered lore and flutter-paged drifts of wisdom, something strange stirred. Roll on encounter table B. That is a D6, a 1. 1 Carrick Acolyte per player and 1 Pink Horror. So if we get attacked in this crystal room, we have less defense. And this is the first appearance of the Acolytes. Carrick Acolytes, these masked warriors are bound by sinister pacts to serve mighty Tzeentch. In battle, they make use of gifts of magic bestowed by their dark master. Each sculpt has a unique twist to its abilities. Okay, rolled for the Branch Witch. The Acolyte with the shield has 1 extra vigor, so he's got 4 instead of 3. She'll move in. She used her 5 to do Greenwood Scythe. It's a 3 up to hit. She got it. D3 damage. Nice. That's fortunate. She got 3, softening up the guy with the shield. And she'll use her 2 to just do a regular attack. Bitter Grub's Mandibles. 2 up to hit. Try and finish him off. Oh my gosh. Let's do Greenwood Scythe again against this guy with the glaive. It hits. D3. Nice. 3 again. That means he's dead. This guy. 1 renown. And then she will just use the 5 and try and get a 2 up hit to finish that guy off. And she got it. This guy's also out. 1 more renown for the Branch Witch. That's the end of her turn. Once per turn, reduce the dice cost of an action by 1. Every turn he can do that. I'll have to try and remember that. Ouch. Gonna need it. He's gonna move in. His movement is 3, so go 1, 2. So he wants line of sight to that Pink Horror. He'll reduce the cost of the Grudge Raker to 5. It's a 3 up to hit the Pink Horror. Got it. And it's 2 damage. And then on if he rolls a 3, he can do it again. Nope. Okay, Dwarden Pistols. That's 2 shots hitting on 3s. Same target. 1 hit. Not enough. He's going to cowardly hide behind this post. Okay, Star Priest. First combat turn. Okay, I'm going to say his line of sight with the missile attack. 4 up to the Pink Horror. 3 up to hit. He got it. D3 damage. It doesn't matter. At least 1. Taking out the Pink Horror. That will give him 1 renown. He's blue. Okay. And then the Pink Horror is going to split into blue horrors. I want him in the room to help protect the others. Maybe I can hit someone first. Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, I could definitely go 1, 2 to here. And he'll do Starstone Dagger, 4 up to hit. That blue horror, he got it on a 5. And then he'll put his 6 here so that everyone has, all the enemies have -1 to their attack rolls. Now, if somebody attacks the Lord of Plagues, he has -1 to his save from being in that crystal chamber. So it's going to be the adversary phase now. And who has the fastest agility is the blue horrors. So they will activate first. That's just the way I like to do it. So D6, a 6. Vicious Capering. Each horror in the group moves towards the nearest hero. He's already adjacent, so we'll move this guy in like that. Flickering Blade is 2 attack dice. For the blue horrors, it hits on 3s, 1 damage each. So attacking the Star Priest. So with his buff, Summon Starlight, it's -1 to their attacks. They didn't need it. And then the other one's going to attack the Branch Witch. And so it's a 4. It's still 1 hit. Branch Witch is a 5-up save. Didn't get it. It's 1 wound. Next are the Carrick Acolytes. So D6 for their behavior. 1. Draw their blood. Each acolyte moves and then attacks with whichever weapon is in range. After all the acolytes in the group have taken their turn, roll a dice and add 1 to the result for each one they have caused. Huh, it's weird how it doesn't say, it just says they move. It doesn't say they move towards an enemy. But I'm going to go ahead and have them move towards enemies. So he's going to move here. This guy is going to go, I see you hiding behind that post. The acolyte with 2 blades attacks 4 times instead of 2, hitting on 4s -1, so they would need 5s to hit. Branch Witch, look at that, 2 hits. Branch Witch is 5-up save, 1 save, 1 wound. That's the Carrick Adept, but he's just going to attack with Cursed Blade. That's 2 attacks. Needs 5s. Got 1, and the Cogsmith has a 4-up save, and he saved it. That is the end of the first adversary phase. The rune flips back over, goes to the Branch Witch Destiny phase. Oh man, Fickle Fate. All of them go away. Fate giveth and fate taketh away. If all 5 dice are discarded, each hero can roll d3 and discard that many wounds from the hero card. If all 5 destiny dice show the same number, then it's Crazy Town. I don't want to heal, so the Lord of Plagues will heal 1. The Branch Witch, I think she's just gonna pass, man. This resets, so no destiny dice this round. Let's roll for the Branch Witch. 2 and a 6. So she's going to do Greenwood Scythe. That means she gets 2 attacks with it. So hitting on 3s for D3. She'll attack this Acolyte. Hits. D3. 3. So he is dead. She gets another renown. She's going to recuperate 1 wound. Fortunately, the Cogsmith is pinned. He really needs to learn to hang back. I'm going to pass with him and go with the Star Priest instead. He'll start out by attacking the blue horror that's got 1 damage on him. He got it, so he splits into a brimstone. Scriplap. That's 1 renown for the Star Priest. He's going to try something crazy. He's going to try to move away from his pin. He needs a 2. Oh my god. He failed. He's going to try again. Okay, 4 movement. 1, 2, 3. So that he can do Serpent Staff. Missile attack on this guy. 3 up to hit. He got it. D3 wounds. Nice. 3. He's only got 3 vigor, so the adept is taken out. 1 renown. So he'll move in. 1, 2. Plague Ridden Great Blade. 4 up to hit. This guy's out. Splits into a brimstone. 1 renown. He'll attack this guy that's close in. It failed, and then attack him again. And double 1s. Okay, last up is Kagosmithu. Here we go. Finally, he can roll some missile attacks. So we'll start with Grudgeraker. 3 up to hit. We'll go for the closest guy. It hits, so he's gone. Not gonna shoot anymore since the target is gone. Then Dwarden Pistols, 2 up and 3 up to hit this guy out here. He got it. Oops, 2 shots. It doesn't matter. He only has 1 renown, or 1 vigor anyway. So we cleared that room. So let us take a respite, shall we? Cogsmith is up first, next. So I'm going to put him in the front, but then I'm also probably going to pass with him. So, a merry chase. If the heroes have a respite in this chamber, read passage 10 before it is resolved. The champions had come to a place where ancient tomes and dusty scrolls overflowed from creaking shelves. Mounds of lore and hillocks of knowledge shifted and fluttered all around. As they stared about in wonder, the champions took note of a strange, book-like being regarding them from above. With a rifle and a squeak, the odd familiar leapt high, then dove into the nearest drift of volumes. Sensing a reward of lore in the offing, the champions hastened to give chase. We're going to be chasing Blot around on this, like, ethereal floating book rotunda. I don't know what else to call it. Do my best to keep it viewable. So there's that. Let me find Blot. The remark player sets up Blot on a card. Let's just put him at the center, shall we? Then each player whose hero is not grievously wounded sets up their hero on a different card. Let's just do this. Let's let fate decide. This is kind of cool. The remark player sets, okay, the remark player then rolls a dice. A die. On a 1 to 3, Blot flees d6 cards anti-clockwise. On a 4 to 6, he flees d6 cards clockwise. Okay, so now he's going to d6. Okay, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If Blot ends on a hero's card, they can try to catch him by rolling a dice. If they score 3 or more, they catch him. You got it. If a hero catches Blot, he gifts them with forbidden knowledge. The hero's player can draw the top 3 skill cards, keeping 1 and discarding the others. The respite goes ahead as normal. Alright, because Lord of Plagues really needed another bonus. So that's it. That's the end of the mini game. Okay, so here's our choices. Let's see. Well, there's one that's chaotic, so let's just shoot to that one. Battle Wrath. The more you slay, the greater your killing fury becomes, each fallen foe lending you strength and focus. Whenever you slay an enemy, increase the score of your lowest hero die by 1. If you're a chaotic, you can pick one of your hero dice instead of having to increase the lowest. I like that. I'm just going to take the thematic one, Battle Wrath. So each time he slays an enemy, you can add 1 to a die. The other skill was more powerful, but it was a little overpowered, and it wasn't thematic. Okay, now we're going to search for treasure. We have to roll now. If anyone rolls a 1, it did. Then there's an ambush instead. This is a rule I don't like. Because who's not going to roll a 1? Oh, it's if at least one player rolls under the number of skills that hero has. That's a lot. Wow, I never caught that. I thought it was just something else. Oh my gosh. I think I missed one tiny detail in how respite works for all these years. So let's roll for treasure. And from now on, I'll do it right forever. So 2 treasures, one for the cogsmith. I never remember what these are anyways. Elixir of life. While this tonic may not actually restore the imbiber to their prime, it certainly has powerful restorative effects. You can discard this card in the end phase of any round. If you do so, a hero that has been grievously wounded and is not on the board can be healed. Place them in an empty space in the same chamber as this hero and remove all grievous injuries and wounds from their hero card. That's cool. So these kind of takes place of the shards in Hammerhall. Lord of Plagues. Heartseeker Ring. By spilling a small amount of their blood onto this ring, the wearer can awaken its power, whereupon their every skill will be drawn to the enemy's vital spots. Discard this card to awaken the ring. For the rest of the round, add 1 to the damage inflicted by successful attack rolls for the hero who used this ring. This is where it starts to become unmanageable. I'm going to rearrange the map a bit. Okay, passing the rune. So we had a respite. That flips over. Cogsmith is up first. And let's do the destiny dice. Got to keep them all. Gonna pass with the cogsmith. Okay, Skink. He is going to explore. Looting the dead. Put 4 treasure cards face down next to this chamber. Heroes can make this action while adjacent to the sarcophagus. Loot 4 up. Roll a dice. If the result is 5 or 6, you can take one of the treasure cards. If the result is a 1, read passage 50. You can re-roll the dice if your hero is swift. Here glinted grave goods heaped about the feet of strange sarcophagi, from inside which wafted an acrid reek. There's no enemies, just the try and pull the treasure from the sarcophagus. So let's go ahead and we'll pull a 6, and then the 4 gets locked. Put that on the Summon Starlight before we move in. Pull a 1, lock the 3, and he'll move in. Move 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'll put him right here, 4. And he'll take the bait. 4 up. He got a 5. Luckstone. Graven with eldritch runes, this sliver of stone must be snapped in half to attract good fortune. Discard this card after the destiny dice have been rolled to re-roll any of them. He'll search again. He did not find anything that time. And I guess one last time. I guess that's what we're doing. We got another one. Alariel's Kiss. Held in a delicate jade bottle, this luminescent potion heals the drinker's wounds instantly. You can drink this potion before making your action roll. Roll a dice for each wound marker on your card. On a 2 or 3, replace it with a stone marker. On a 4 or 5 or 6, remove it entirely, then discard this card. Lord of Plagues. He's got enough stuff. We'll pass to the Branch Witch. And then she'll use the 4 up to search. Got a treasure. Bulgor Draft. This potent concoction, if consumed, grants incredible strength for a time. You can discard this card to roll an additional hero dice for your hero. If this dice is used to make a weapon action, you can add 2 to both the attack roll and damage for that attack, or for that action. An attack roll of 1 before any modifiers is always a miss. And she'll use her last one. We don't want to have a respite this turn. She's going to just move up to the portal. Everyone's got too many treasures. Maybe we'll just leave the last one behind. Honestly, the objective room could be anywhere up here. Okay, Cogsmith. So he's gonna move 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and then he'll just go ahead and explore because we don't want another respite. Shifting plates. The segments that made up the walls, floor, and ceiling of this corridor crackled with sorcerous energies, flitting back and forth at random as though snatched by strong magnets. And inside is the Skaven Death Runner. This cunning murderer has been dispatched upon a mission of assassination. By poisoned blade and shadow magic does he seek to strike down his mark. When the Death Runner is set up, each player rolls a die. The hero whose player scores the lowest is his query for now. And it is the Branch Witch. So she is marked by the Skaven Death Runner. She is who he has been searching for. Okay, he's got 6 move, 13 vigor, and 1 agility. 1 up agility. Alright, Cogsmith. You better shoot him. This place is sketchy. So Cogsmith will use the Divine Herald to reduce the cost of Grudgeraker to 5 and use his 5 to shoot. It's 3 up to hit. Bummer. Okay, then he will use one of the Destiny dice to do Dwarden Pistols. 2 shots, 3 up, missile attack. And he got 1. It's 1 wound. And he'll use the last available Destiny die to do the same thing. Dwarden Pistols, 2 up to hit. No, excuse me, 3 up to hit. 2 hits. It's 3 wounds on the Death Runner. That'll be the end of his turn. Let's see, these unlock. And then the Lord of Plagues. Wow, he's way back there. The Adversary, so this isn't going to be useful since the Adversary's in the other room and can't get into this room. So, whoops. Shuffling along. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll just spend another dice to keep moving. 1, 2, 3, like that. He will go ahead and use the Heart Seeker Ring. Discard this card to awaken the ring for the rest of the round. Add 1 to the damage inflicted by successful attack rolls for the hero who used the ring. He gets 3 chances. Let's go ahead and try it. So he spills his blood onto the ring. And he's just going to do Plague Ring Great Blade. 4 up to hit. He got it. So that will be 3 damage. One more time. Got a 1. Every time I try and roll on camera, it's shite. Alright, we're going to take that one. One more time. 9. Okay, so the ring paid off. Now it is the Adversary's turn. 4. Skitter Strike. Set up the Death Runner's second miniature as close to the first as possible, with the same number of wounds next to it as the first. The second miniature moves so that it is adjacent to as many heroes as possible, then attacks each adjacent hero with its Stab Slicer. Just to make it interesting, I'm going to put his twin right here. And he's going to move so he's as close as possible. So he's going to hit all 3 of these guys. Because they have it coming. Then attacks each adjacent hero with its Stab Slicer. Okay, Stab Slicer is 3 attack dice, hitting on 3s. So, starting with the Lord of Plagues. 2 hits. 4 up save. Didn't save either. 2 wounds. Okay, next target would be the Branch Witch. It's 3 up to hit. 2 hits. She's got 5 up save. And she saved 1. That's 1 wound. And lastly, the Cogsmith. 3 up to hit. Ouch. 3 hits. 4 up save. Save 2. 1 wound. Okay. Both copies of these will have 9 wounds on them now. We don't know who is who. Oh yeah, and then I'm glad I just moved that card, because at the end of the round, roll a dice for each model in the chamber. On a 1 or 2, they are struck by a moving segment and stunned. Unrelenting heroes are only stunned on a roll of 1. The only models in the room are the Death Runner and Lord of Plagues. So he's on he rolled a 2, but he's unrelenting. So he only gets stunned on a 1. So he passes. Now it is the next round. No respite. This moves. And rolling the destiny die. 1, 5, 6. Let's check what 3s do. 2 or more skill cards. Who's got 2 skill cards? Lord of Plagues. So Lord of Plagues is now getting sandwiched in, or bookended, by Blot, the book. Heroes cannot use skill cards while Blot is in the same chamber, so Lord of Plagues skills are blacked out. I'm going to have Skink Star Priest go first, because, he's also has the rune, but he needs a skill today. So he'll do Serpent Staff, missile attack towards the closest copy of the Death Runner. It's a 3 up to hit. Got it on 6. D3 damage. 3 damage. So that puts him at 12. Only 1 more wound. Damn, he can't get in there now. He's going to use a Destiny die. He'll use the 5, unlock the 6, and do Serpent Staff again, same target. It failed. He will move on to Blot and try and catch him. Actually, that might really be good. Come on, don't roll under. He didn't roll under. So he captures Blot, and that means he can use his boon. When cashing in a skill card, which might happen in a moment, he can draw 4 to choose from. So now he's in combat range to the Death Runner. He'll just use Starstone Dagger, 4 up to hit. 4 up to hit. He got it. So that's 13 wounds. This copy is defeated, but was it the real one? Let's find out. On a 4, 5, or 6, it was the true Death Runner, and both miniatures are removed. Whichever hero landed the killing blow gets D3 renown, and each other hero gains 1. So let's see how much renown. Yay. That's enough though. So 1, 1, 1, 1. Oops, that's still locked. So no more Death Runner. And then we're going to exchange Blot for 4 skill cards to choose from, right? And then Lord of Plagues skill cards are available again as well. So he's Arcane and Celestial. Let's start with that one. Siphon Power. When you slay your foes, you can siphon a measure of their strength, growing stronger with each kill you make. Whenever this hero slays a foe with a weapon action, you can add 1 to each of the remaining hero dice, up to a maximum score of 6. If the hero is arcane, you can instead add 2 to each of the remaining hero dice, up to a maximum score of 6. Siphon Power. I'm noticing that the abilities, I think, are a lot stronger in Hammerhall. Okay, so the Star Priest now, I guess I'll just move forward 1, 2, 3. Lord of Plagues is going to pass for right now. Oh, this is no longer valid. The Branch Witch will activate because she can run. She got those legs. So, just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's still not enough. I don't know if I want her to open the portal or not. Kind of feel like we should try and take a respite, actually. Because it could be the final chamber. Just going to put her up here, I guess. Okay, Cogsmith. Or here, why don't I do this? I will recuperate 1 wound. And the Cogsmith will go. But if we just sit here and recuperate, then we don't need a respite. My puzzler hurts. Okay, 1, 2, 6. Cogsmith. Let's just see what happens. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we'll do a double move. That's the way I like to do it. And then I'm going to just recuperate with this. And he will open the chamber, the portal. 7. 1 caloric alkali per player, and D3 blue horrors. It's another T-junction. The warrior's gaze. 2 statues stood here, twisted archetypes of warrior and wizard. For all its strangeness, some hint of nobility still clung to the warrior statue, and beneath its approving gaze, the champions felt empowered to perform truly heroic deeds. If a hero in this chamber gains any renown, they gain 1 more point than normal. Now, if it said, when a hero in this chamber gains any renown, they gain, that would be clear. If I'm going to take as only 1 maximum. Okay, Sylvan, the branch witch still has no skills. I haven't had very good luck playing her. Okay, Lord of Plagues, 2 dice. That's enough for him to move up. Oh, before making your action roll, of course, Wellspring. Nope. He's going to move up in the front. 1, 2, 3. And then I think he'll just recuperate 1 wound. And we'll just have to get hit a lot. Okay, Acolytes and Horrors. The blue horror has the fastest agility, so we'll activate him first. Pink fire, so he can't do it. So he's just going to sit there. Then the Carrick Acolytes activate. Draw their blood again. Well, they all have Sorcerer Bolts, so since they're all in range to begin with, they'll just stand there. I need to count how many wounds they inflict. Guess I'll use a d12. So everyone's doing Sorcerer's Bolts today. And we're going to roll. Let's say the Adept is going to shoot at. Wow. Basically, everyone rolled a 1. So everyone lost. At the Branch Witch, it failed. Needed a 3. Next guy to the right. Shooting at the Cogsmith. Hitting on a 3. He got it. Cogsmith is a 4-up save. It failed. That's 1 wound. This guy shoots at the Branch Witch. 3 up to hit. It hits. And 5-up save fails. Another damage on the Branch Witch. Last dude. Shooting at the Lord of Plagues. 3 up to hit. Hits. 4-up save. Saved. And once again, I did not count any of the wounds they inflicted. I think it was 2. On a 6 or more. 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, so they did not draw any more enemies to the fight. Okay, that's the end of the round, so shifting plates again. Everyone is in the shifting plates room, so let's see if anyone gets struck by the thingy. Yes, the Cogsmith gets hit for a stun token, right? That's going to limit the amount of dice the amount of actions he can take. Okay, so next round, the rune moves, and the destiny dice are rolled. 6. Okay, it looks like Pug is showing up. I'm going to put him behind us. Heroes cannot use treasure cards while Pug is in the same chamber. Makes the game so much easier because I don't have to read all these. Man, they really made these look exactly the same in Hammerhall. That's freaking annoying. They couldn't at least just put a different color. It just makes me want to put like a red highlighter. Maybe I will. Maybe I will put a red highlighter. 3 and a 6. Greenwood Scythe is 4. So you're going to take a chance. Move in. Put her right here. She's going to attack the dude with the Shield. Greenwood Scythe. As many rolls as wounds. So 2 hitting on 3s. Oh my god. One more time with the 6. Hitting on 3s. Same target. I just can't believe it. 1 wound. 1 wound on this one dude. Wow, that was exceptionally, exquisitely bad. Jordan pistols, 2 shots, same target, 3 up. 1 hit. Same thing, 2 shots, 1 hit. That's 3. Okay, Star Priest. If a hero in the chamber gains any renown, so we have to be in the chamber to begin with. So let's move up. 1, 2, 3. Now he can't use missile attacks, but we'll attack the damaged guy just with his Starstone Dagger. Needs a 4 up to hit, and he got it. Thank goodies. This guy's finally taken out. 1 + 1 bonus renown. Okay, gonna attack the guy who's right in front of him. Hits on a 4. 1 damage. And then he'll use this. So that's going to do -1 on all of their attacks. And then Lord of Plagues rolling his hero dice. Let's use the Wellspring. He got it. Cool. So she can actually use these. And the Star Priest can use his. Lord of Plagues will move up into the middle. Plague-ridden Greatblade is all you can do. He'll target the blue horror next to him looking for a 4 up. He got it. If you would roll a 6, it's D3 additional wounds, but it's already enough to kill him. So this guy's out. Lord of Plagues gets 1 renown plus a bonus for being in this room. That splits into a brimstone. So with Battle Wrath, whenever you slay an enemy, you can pick one of your hero dice to increase the score on. So I'll make a 5 a 6, and then we'll use that 6 to do Nurgle's Rot. Area attack, 5 up to hit, starting with the brimstone. It hits, so he's out. The Adept, it hits. It's D3 damage. 2. Next one, it hits. D3, 2. And then the final one, we rolled a 1. Oh, I slayed another enemy with the brimstone, so he's got another 6. Nurgle's Rot one more time. 5 up to hit, starting with the Adept. Fails, next. Fails, last. Gets it, D3 damage. 3, this guy is dead. He already got the bonus renown, at least during this turn. We'll just say once a turn, because otherwise I'm never going to remember. But that's another renown. Now it is the enemy phase. Enemies get -1 to their attack rolls due to Skink Star Priest's Summon Starlight. Behavior table 4. There is no escape. Each acolyte moves towards the nearest hero. Then each acolyte attacks the nearest hero with whichever weapon is in range. They are both adjacent to the Lord of Plagues already, so the Adept will attack with Cursed Blade. 2 attacks, hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit. 4 up save. He saved it. And then the other guy will attack Nurgle. Dude with 4 blade attacks, hitting on 4s. Only 1 hit. 4 up save. And he saved it. Cogsmith is still in the shifting plates room. He passed. He does not get hit by shifting blades. Passing the rune. Oh, -1 to all their attack rolls. Too many things to remember. I try. A lot of 5s. Alright, nothing happens. Okay, who do we want to go first? We still want the branch witch to get some points. And she's out in front anyway, so let's see. She'll use the destiny die, unlock that one to move up. Wait, she's right here. To here. And she'll attack the dual-bladed guy with Greenwood Scythe. That's 2 attacks as per her wounds, hitting on 3s. 1 D3 damage. She's taken this guy out to lunch. 1 renown plus a bonus renown for being in the room. And then she'll use her last attack. Same thing, Greenwood Scythe. 2 attacks, D3. Oh my gosh. Only 1, but that is enough to take him out. So I'm going to take him out today. Get him something pretty. 1 renown. Oh, hell with it. I'm just going to give her another bonus 1. Because I'm Zinch. We should have broken off some of the map. So I'm going to do this. This piece breaks off, or changes behind us. This place is gone now as well. And then this deck is going to go here. And those will just remain 2 dead ends. I've got 2 cards from 2 different sets of Silver Tower. Same card set, but one is obviously less quality, like way thinner. Interesting. I wonder if I got an older copy of Hammerhall, and that's why all the cards in there are thin. So 1, 2, 3. That's the perfect amount for his move. So let's just go ahead and do it. So he'll move 1, 2, 3 and try and capture Pug. And Pug curses him. So roll the dice for each of your treasure cards on a 1 or 2. It's lost. First one, the second one. Got to keep both of them, and there's no more Pug around. 1, 2, 3, and then he's just gonna recuperate a wound. Next up is the Star Priest. Kinda don't want to search for treasure in this room just because I can't manage this much stuff. That's a 4 move. Let's just preemptively double move. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. We could just take a respite right here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and pass. And then there'll be a respite so we can rearrange however we want. Cogsmith is up first. I'm going to put him at range though. Skink. Oh, I want her in the front. He's got more movement, so I'll put him here, and I'll put the Lord of Plagues here. Okay, so we're not going to rest. We're just going to group up. There's a respite, so this flips. Pass to the next character. Destiny dice. An event. It's been a while. 41. This is kind of saving grace. Unbeknownst to the champions, not all the treasures they had gathered within the twisting paths of the Silver Tower were what they seemed. Great was their consternation as they reached for enchanted blades or magical potions only to find them gone in puffs of sulphurous smoke. Each player rolls a die for each of the treasure cards. On a 1 or 2, the treasure was an illusion and must be discarded. First one. Second. Yay. That sucks. That's the one that would heal us all. This one. Yay. Discard this card at the beginning of the year series. Scatter the powder. I'm never going to use the powder, man. Elixir of Life. Valerial's Kiss. Luckstone. Not so lucky. And Gem of Command. Also gone. Wow. Silver Tower is ruthless with treasures. That's what I was saying. Better use them ASAP. I want the branch witch to go first. I just hope that she can actually make a kill. That sucked. But we'll use a 2 to explore. Makes me want to search for that last treasure in the previous room. 4 acolytes and 4 blue horrors. But yeah, I might want to go ahead and search. Although, if I fail to search, it's probably going to spawn enemies. So one thing at a time. Now that I lost half the treasure I had. The Alchemist's Den. With every swung blade and magical blast, caged beasts shrieked and volatile fluids seethed, ready to erupt. This was no place for a fight. If an attack roll for a model in this chamber scores a 1, the wild attack causes an explosion amid the volatile regions. Roll a die for each model in the chamber. On a 1 or 2, they suffer a wound. Wow. Branch Witch 4 up. Damn. She only has 1 chance to do this. She'll take the 5 and the 6 gets locked. Greenwood Scythe. She gets 2 attacks. Will attack. I'm going to attack this blue horror right here to try and clear up the space for the cogsmith to start shooting. Hitting on 3s. Nothing. Okay, she'll do bitter grubs and mandibles. It's a 2 up to hit, same target. Of course, 1 damage. And then she'll use the last destiny die, same attack, 2 up to hit, and she got it. Should have just taken the safe way. So yeah, she did knock this guy out. It's going to split into brimstones. That's going to land her a skill card. Find the Lee. Swift. Okay, cool. She is swift, so let's start with that one. Airstrider, so nimble are you that it is no challenge to spring over the heads of your slow and clumsy foes. Leap, 2 up. Move your hero up to D3 spaces. You do not need to make a pinning roll, and you can move through any miniatures. Wow, that's cool. If your hero is swift, move up to 3 spaces instead of D3. That's cool. Let's check out Lucky Evasion. The first time you fail a save roll in each adversary phase, make an agility roll. If the roll is successful, the hit is ignored. That is really cool too, because her agility is 3 up. But I'm taking Airstrider because that's sick. I'm going to skip ahead to the Star Priest. Okay, the Siphon Power is going to make him really strong. I'm going to use Serpent Staff, shoot at the Brimstone. Got it on a 5, and it's at least 1 damage, so he's taken out. Then he's arcane, so he's going to add 2 to each of his remaining die. It's too powerful. Then he'll use Serpent Staff again. We will go for the shielded guy. Hits, D3 damage. Nice, 3. He's got an extra vigor with that shield. We'll do same thing, Serpent Staff, 3 up, same target. Could feel the whiff in the air tonight. And 1 more time. Yay. It's going to be at least 1, so this guy's out. That's 1 renown for the Star Priest. Next, Lord of Plagues. He will do Plague-Ridden Great Blade. Should he? Or should he try and... He's pinned right now, so he's got to. Okay. Attacking this guy, 4 up. You got it. That means this guy's out. Splits into a Brimstone, and 1 renown for the Lord of Plagues. Whenever you slay an enemy, you can add 1 to one of your hero dice. We'll add it to this one. Then 1 more time. Great Blade, this target. Got a 1. Then 1 more time. Got it. This guy's out. And with his last die, he's going to move into the room 1. And he'll use the 6 for Nurgle's Rat. Hitting on 5 up the whole area. Now, if he rolls a 1, he's going to cause some stuff to explode. So starting here. Fail. 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 Got it on this guy. That's D3 damage. 2. So this guy's taken out. And splits into a brimstone. 1 renown. Carrying on. 5 up, another 2. So I rolled 1, 2, 3, 4 2s. Now, Cogsmith is the only one left. So he's going to use Divine Herald to reduce the cost of Grudge Raker from 6 to 5. And shoot that missile at this guy. 3 up to hit. He got it. It's 2 damage. And then on a 3 up, he can do it again. He can. So 3 up to hit again, and it fails. He'll do Dwarden Pistols, 2 shots, hitting on 3s, same target. Yay. So he is dead, 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 dead. 1 renown. I guess he'll move in just to soak up some damage. 1, 2, 3. Now it is the enemy's activation. He will... Oh no, he can do a Cogax attack. So hitting on a 4, this Brimstone, yay, he poofs him out. No renown. Starting with the Blue Horrors. 5. Okay, so this guy's going to attack Lord of Plagues with Flickering Blade. 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. They both miss. Acolytes, draw their blood again. Maybe this will help me remember. This guy's going to attack Nurgly with 4 bladed attacks, hitting on 4s. Didn't roll a 1. Oh. Did the Blue Horror roll a 1? I think he may have. I don't remember. It's alright. Nevertheless, hitting on 4s. So 3 hits. Nurgle, Lord of Plagues, saving on 4s. Wow. 3 saves. This guy's going to shoot Sorceress Bolt at the Cogsmith. 1 die hitting on a 3. 6. Cogsmith saves on a 4. Failed. That's 1 damage on the Cogsmith. Okay, so believe it or not, the Acolytes, they only inflicted 1 wound, but they rolled a 6. So they called for reinforcements in the form of a pink horror who is going to activate immediately. 1. Bolts of Azure Flame. A blue fire burst is going out to the Lord of Plagues. And that's a missile attack, hitting on a 3 up for 2 damage. And he rolled a 2. It's the end of the adversary phase. No respite. Smooths here. Okay, Destiny dice. 4s. Okay, so Tweak is going to appear. Let's say he came through this portal. And while he's on the board, subtract 1 from any attack rolls for heroes in the same chamber as Tweak. And who do we want to activate first? We will pass to the Branch Witch. And... oh, really bad roll. You can discard this card to roll an additional hero dice for your hero. If this dice is used to make a weapon action, you can add 2 both to the attack roll and damage for that action. Let's use it. Alright, there we go. The special, the Bulgor Draft. Use them while you got them. So she's going to use the Air Strider ability to do a leap action. So she doesn't have to take a pinning test. She can move through any model's 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. And then she'll use this special die to do a Greenwood Scythe action. It hits on a 3 up, but it's going to the attack roll and damage. So it hits on a 1 up. So it's going to hit no matter what. And add 2 to whatever damage. So D3. Bummer. So only 3. Still cool. So 3 damage on the pink horror. See, that is gone. Winter grubs, mandibles to attack It's what? 2 up to hit? Good. That was pretty weak sauce, but it should have been spicy sauce. So she takes out the pink horror. He's going to split into 2 blue horrors surrounding her. That's 1 renown. I think she'll just go ahead and be done. Cogsmith. 446. Okay. He'll do Grudge Raker, missile attack, hitting on a 3-up against this cultist. Could fill the whiff in that one. Yeah, I've never gotten his renown bonus. I think 1 time. He'll do Dwarden Pistols, 2 shots hitting on 3s. They both hit. That's 2 damage. And 1 more time. Same target. 1 more, so he is out. He'll use 1 of the Destiny die to recuperate this wound. Okay, Star Priest. He'll move up. 1, 2, right here. Definitely forgetting about the rolling a 1, triggering explosions, and I've never remembered about his Celestial Boon. I need to play this with a group. He's going to use the Serpent Staff. Attack this blue horror. 3 up to hit. It fails. Was that a 6? Oops. Well, he's going to use this 6 to put up his Summon Starlight to help protect us. I guess he'll go 1, 2, and attack this guy once. Starstone Dagger hits on a 4. I'll just put a wound on this guy. Then Lord of Plagues. He'll attack this guy diagonally. Plague Ridden Great Blade. 4 up to hit. You got a 6 on a 6. It's additional D3 wounds. 1. So 3 wounds. This guy is out. 1 renown. Right, and then he can add 1 to one of his remaining dice. So he'll make one of these a 6. And he has leveled up. He's going to pull a skill card. I really do think I'm going to go through and put a highlighter on these because it's just dumb. That's dumb, man. Coordinate, give the hero dice to another player that has not yet taken their turn while they have the dice. Their weapon hits values are 1 up against adversaries adjacent to your hero. Take the dice back after the turn. Well, I'm probably not going to be able to use it anyway. I can only keep 2 at the end of this trial. He will do Plague Ridden Great Blade against this blue horror. And he got a 5. So that's 2 wounds. This guy is splatted and splits into some brimstones. It's another renown. And then he'll increase the other 5 to a 6. And then he will do Nurgle's Rot. Area of effect, 5 up to hit, starting with the brimstones. That it hits and takes him out. So he's going to get 2 bonus renown, 1, 2, for killing an enemy with Nurgle's Rot. And then let's do these 3. This guy. Okay, it hits D3, 1. Next. Fail, and the last one. Fail. Nurgle's Rot again. Fail. 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 Damn. There was 1 Destiny dice. You can't really use it for anything, so it's lost. Enemy activation. Just blue horrors. 5. Each blue horror moves towards the nearest hero, so they're already all around the branch witch. This could be nasty. Attacking with flickering blade. 2 attack dice, hitting on 3s. First attacks. Oh, hold on. -1 from the Skink Star Priest. So this 3 is a 2. This one, oh, that's tweak. Oh man, we're supposed to have -1 to our attack rolls. Well, for the sake of evening it out, I'll just let this one hit. Because, okay, she saved it, and then this guy attacks. It's really embarrassing that two successes. It's really embarrassing when I say it immediately, and then, like, it's not even 10 seconds before I forget. She took 2 wounds, so she is critically wounded. Okay, and the rune moves to the next character. And roll the destiny dice. 5s. Okay, nothing happens from that. I am going to pass all the way to the Star Priest. I was thinking he could pass Alariel's kiss to the Branch Witch. That's only if the Branch Witch moves over to him. So if we pass with Lord of Plagues and go first with the Branch Witch, that we can do. She'll use the Destiny die, 2 up, to do Air Strider and move 3. So she doesn't have to take a pinning test. Put her right here. And then we'll pass with the Cogsmith. And we'll start with Skink just to make sure that this gets over to the Branch Witch. So looking to rolling 1s, -1 to our attack rolls. Let's see how fast I forget this time. Okay, he's going to start with his Serpent Staff 4 up to activate. Missile attack, hitting on a 3 up to this guy. Got it. D3 damage. 2. That's what we need. So this guy splatters into some brimstones. 1 renown for the Star Priest. He's got Siphon power, so he can add 2 to each of his remaining hero dice. Really, really just overpowered. And then he'll do Serpent Staff again on this guy in the back, I guess. 3 up to hit. Failed. And again. 3 up to hit. Got it. It's going to be at least 1 damage, so this guy's out. Place with the Brimstone. It's another Renown. No, it's not. Because, oh my god, I forgot again. Tweak makes it so that this 3 is not successful. Okay, I got it 1 time. I remembered after I implemented it 1 time. I kind of wish I had painted the familiars with their bases like a different color or something. Something really bright. So he's just going to try again. Needs a 4. Nope, a 2. He'll use one of the Destiny dice. Needs a 4. Of course. Okay, Lord of Plagues. He'll just use his Nurgle's Rot. Hitting on a 5 up. This guy? No, it needs a 6. So I shouldn't have done that. It's okay. Plague Ring Great Blade against the Blue Horror. He needs a 5 to hit because of Tweak. It doesn't hit it. Sure is a lot harder when I remember the rules. Trying to hit this guy again for a 5 up. Oh my god, he got it. Okay. 1 Renown. Yeah, and he splits into a Brimstone. I'm sure we probably activated this 1 roll like countless times, but sorry about that, audience. I could try playing with 3 heroes. This guy's gonna move up. 1, 2. Damn. 1, 2. That's better. He'll do Dwarden Pistols. 2 shots hitting on 3s. This guy. Yeah, needs a 4 to hit, but he got it. And then he'll do it 1 more time. This target. Both fail. And then he'll do it 1 more time. This guy. Oh my god. Okay, it is adversary phase. So 1 brimstone. 6. Attacking with flickering blade against the Lord of Plagues. 2 dice hitting on 4s. Got 1. 4 up save for the... Nope, he didn't save it. So that's 1 wound from the teeny tiny brimstone. Next phase. Lots of 4s. Tweak is already on the board. Starting with the Branch Witch, she's going to use Hilarial's Kiss. Roll a dice for each wound marker on your card on a 2 or 3. Replace it with a stun marker on a 4, 5, or 6. Discard it. So, 1 stun marker and 2 healed. 4 to 5. She'll just go 1, 2, 3. And she'll attack that guy. Could fill the whiff on that roll, but she got him. Okay, and then she'll end her turn, so she'll lose the stun marker. I'm going to pass to the Lord of Plagues. He's got the Wellspring. Didn't work. 3, 4, 5. So he'll attack. Or wait, there's no enemies. So he's going to recuperate. Here, we'll use the Destiny die to recuperate. And then he'll move up. 1, 2. And he's going to open the portal. And it is the Grand Chamber. Up ahead, the champions heard shouting voices, whooshing flame, and a clank and clatter as of some great machine at work. Weapons drawn and hearts thumping, they advanced into the glaring light of a strange chamber. Blades spun and twisted on every side, rendering deadly the high-sided pit in which the champions found themselves. Perched above were a pair of sorceress adepts, hurling spells and counterspells at one another from atop rotating columns of metal, while a glowing fragment of amulet hung in the air between them. Cultists thronged the edge of this arena, bellowing encouragement to one another of the combatants. Yet all eyes turned to the champions now, and with a great shout the cultists attacked. The chamber is split into 2 sections, the fighting pit and the arena above. Spaces on the arena never count as being adjacent to spaces in the fighting pit, and vice versa. The stairs are adjacent to both sections. If your hero ends an action in the fighting pit, roll a dice on a 1, 2, or 3. They are struck by blades and suffer a wound. So there's 1 set of stairs here, 1 set of stairs there. Okay, first action. He'll use the 5 and go 1, 2, 3, right? 3 move. And then roll a die. He got a 3. 1, 2, or 3. They are struck by blades and suffer a wound. Then he is going to use Nurgle's Rot on the entire room. Hitting on a 5 up, we'll just go all the way around counterclockwise. First, fail. Second, fail. Next, fail. Next, got it. D3 wounds. 2. Next, fail. Next one, fail. Next one, fail. Last one, fail. Cogsmith. We'll use his 1 to move. 1, 2, 3. We'll use his Divine Herald to reduce the cost of Grudge Raker from 6 to 5. Oh wait, we don't want to do that because Tweak is right next to us. So yeah, he'll move again. 1, 2, 3, I guess. Rolling to see if he gets hit by the blades. He does not. Then he'll do the Divine Herald, Grudge Raker, missile attack. He'll do this guy next to the Lord of Plagues. 3 up. He got it. It's 2 wounds on this guy. And then on a 3 up, he can do it again. He got it. So 3 up to hit. He got it again. 2 more wounds. This guy's out. And that's 1 renown for white. Then he will do Dwarden pistols. We'll do this guy that's already got damage on him. 2 shots hitting on 3s. We got 2 hits. This guy is out as well. I'm just going to swap this model with this one because this one's painted. That's another renown. That's it for the cogsmith. Last up is the skink star priest. Did not get a 6. That would really help. But if he can slay an adversary, he can obtain a 6. Let's see, his move is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See if he gets cut by the blades. He doesn't. He needs to see if he gets cut by the blades too. After he did the dual Dwarden pistols or Dwarden pistols, so he gets cut as well. Serpent staff. Let's shoot at this adept. 3 up to hit. You got it. D3 damage. Come on. Oh, only 1. We'll do it one more time. 3 up to hit. Same target. Got a 6. D3. 2. That's enough to take this guy out. That's 1 renown. +2 to his lowest die. Then he needs to see if he gets cut by the blades. And he does. He actually did that twice, so again. And another slap of the blades. Hits his leg. We will do the serpent staff one more time at this guy over here. 3 up. Oh my god, that was a total whiff roll. Nope, it failed. Does he get cut by blades again? Yes, he does. Almost dead. Carrick acolytes. Oh my god. They're gonna summon more dudes. They attack with whatever weapon is in range. They're all in range of sorceress bolts. First guy is going to attack the cogsmith. It's 3 up to hit him. He got it. And cogsmith is a 4 up save. He saved it. Okay, then this guy is going to target the cogsmith as well, doing RNG to determine who they shoot. 3 up to hit. 1. So he failed. Next dude is the adept, so his bolt does 2 damage. He is targeting the cogsmith. 3 up to hit. Hits on a 6. And then 4 up save. And he did not get it. That's 2 damage on the cogsmith. The cogsmith is in trouble, and so is the star priest. Okay, next is the shieldy guy targeting the cogsmith. And 3 up to hit, he hit. 4 up save. Didn't save, that's 1 more wound. Cogsmith needs food badly. And the final guy targeting the cogsmith. Hits, 4 up save. And the cogsmith is grievously wounded. Good thing he has the thing that brings back to life somebody who's grievously wounded. Alright, well, at least that's the end of the enemy phase. So we have 1 fragment of the amulet, so we can use it on the cogsmith on his turn to revive him with heal D3 wounds. The rune passes to the cogsmith, and destiny dice. 153. 2 more treasure cards. Not anymore, so no pug this time. It's too bad that we lost that thing that heals everyone. I guess we could just start with the cogsmith. So he's going to use the rune to heal D3. 2. And then we can set him up anywhere on the board that we want. I'm going to put him mysteriously over in this corner, I guess. Roll 2 dice. And he'll do Divine Herald to reduce the cost of Grudgeraker to 5. And he'll fire it at this guy with the 2 blades, I think. Why not? 3 up. He got it. That's 2 damage. On a 3, he can do it again. Nope. Jordan pistols, same target, 2 shots, 3 up to hit. This guy's out. 1 renown. He's going to use the 1 to recuperate 1 wound. He's just going to play it safe and pass. Should we do the Star Priest next? He needs to get out of the pit. So first he'll move. He's got a 4 move. 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. And then I guess he'll use the 6. Hopefully he does not die. Whenever he passes save roll, he's supposed to be able to heal. Never remembered, never will. Lord of Plagues. Let's just get him out of the pit today, shall we? He'll move out of the pit. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then he'll use Nurgle's Rot. So, starting with this guy. 5 up. Got it. D3. Only 1. The Adept. Fail. Next shield guy. Fail. And last guy hits. And 2. Last die. Nurgle's Rot again. 5 up. Hits. D3. 2. This guy's dead. That's 1. Plus a bonus 2. The Adept. Fail. Shield. Fail. Last guy hits. And this guy's dead. That is 1 more renown. Branch Witch is last. 2, 4, 5. Okay, she'll use her 2 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. And she'll use her 4 for Greenwood Scythe. 3 up to hit. Failed on a 1. And 1 more time. Failed on a 2. And there's 1 more dice in the Destiny pool. Come on. Failed on a 1. It's the end of the hero's activation. It is now the enemy's activation. And it's, guess what it is? Draw their blood for the 5,000th time. Which I also forgot to implement on the last turn for the 5,001 time. This guy's just going to shoot at Nurgle Man. Actually, these are in equal distance, so why don't we roll off for him? They both rolled a 1. Okay, attacking Lord of Plagues. Sorceress Bolt. The Adept hits for 2, and it hits on a 4. It hits, and save up on a 4 up. It failed. So they rolled a 4 to hit, but the Summon Starlight is up, so that's a 3, but that still hits. That's 2 damage on Lord of Plagues. Shieldy Boy will attack the Branch Witch. Cursed Blades, 2 attacks hitting on 4s. They both fail. Next hero phase. Destiny dice. 5s. Okay, nothing happens this time around. So, Star Priest is up first. He's hurting pretty bad. Got a 5. He's going to recuperate. And then he'll use this 5 to go ahead and do Serpent Staff to the Adept. 3 up. Hits. D3 damage. 3. 1-shot kill. That's great. He's blue. Actually, I'm just going to pass the Lord of Plagues and the Branch Witch. I'll do the Cogsmith. So he'll do Dwarden Pistols. 2 attack dice hitting on 3s. The Shieldy Boy. Both hit. That's 2 damage. Then I'll do it again. Hitting on 3s. 1 hit. And then he'll use the Destiny dice to do it 1 more time. Hitting on 3s. He got it. Alright, that takes this last guy out, and I think that's it. And then the Rune Mark player takes the Rune of Fragment of Camon. Camon? I don't know what it's called. Unfortunately, we almost leveled up again, but did not. That's it. They cleared the pit. I do apologize for all the mistakes. I don't know what else to say about that, but that's it for tonight's trial. Oh yeah, ending a trial. Let's do that. Whether the heroes were successful or not, they must wander the Silver Tower in search of the Gaunt Summoner's next test. Amid its labyrinthian corridors, that which has been learned may fade like a dream, while treasures may serve their purpose or simply be lost. Each player rolls a dice for treasure cards they have. On a 4-up, they keep it. So let's see. Elixir of Life. Kept. That's the only one we have. Then skills, we have 2 fragments. If they have 2 or 3 fragments, each hero can keep 2 skills, so we're going to lose Jaws of Death. Okay, now that's it for tonight. Thanks again for joining me.